Today in Strawberry Ink, we confront a harrowing chapter in American collegiate history. A story not just of abuse, but of institutional betrayal. This is the case of Dr. Richard Strauss and the silence that enveloped Ohio State University. I hope you guys had a fun Cinco de Mayo. I know I did. I'll let you sit back and listen during your hangover if you drunk a little too much. From 1978 to 1998, Dr. Richard Strauss served as a physician at Ohio State University. During this time, he sexually abused at least 177 male students, exploiting his position within the athletics department and student health center. The abuse was systematic, occurring under guise of medical examination. Complaints about Strauss's conduct surfaced as early as 1979, yet the university failed to act decisively. Instead, Strauss continued his predatory behavior for nearly 2 decades, shielded by a culture of silence and inaction. The failure to stop Strauss wasn't due to ignorance. Multiple university officials were aware of the allegations, but chose to look the other way. Among those implicated was U.S. Representative Jim Jordan, who served as an assistant wrestling coach at OSU from 1987 to 1995. Several former wrestlers have started saying that Jordan was aware of Strauss's misconduct but failed to intervene. The web of complicity extended beyond individuals to the institution itself, which prioritized its reputation over the safety and well-being of its students. In 2018, the truth began to emerge. An independent investigation confirmed the extent of Strauss's abuse and the university's failure to act. By June 2020, Ohio State had reached a $40.9 million settlement with 162 survivors. However, many lawsuits remain pending as survivors seek justice and accountability. This is ridiculousness. So many years have passed and the lawsuits remain pending. However, the university has since taken steps to address the failures, including revoking Strauss's emeritus status and offering counseling services to the accusers. Ohio State University's administration just wants Ron. I would not be surprised if a number of these students were black. As I've said in previous episodes, it is a KKK institution. The white-run, oppressing institution. They're even contracted with other institutions as well as part of the city, state, and federal government. If there was a day where a white person did not have to follow the laws, this oppressing administration at OSU would be setting their black students on fire on a cross. Then, if the people of color were the ones who did not have to follow the law, and they got millions of dollars in donations, I bet the next Timothy McVeigh would plant a bomb on this campus. Anyways, Richard Strauss died by suicide on August 17, 2005 in Venice, California. He hung himself in his apartment. His funeral visitation was held at the Venice mortuary on August 29, 2005, followed by a private committal service. He was buried at the San Luis Cemetery. His death denied survivors the opportunity to confront him directly, but their voices have ensured that his crimes and the university's failures are not forgotten. The HR of the university does not care about most allegations against employees. They love what they're seeing, Ron. And the campus police, They're just a group of KKK members disguised and carrying badges. As we celebrate resilience and justice, let us remember the courage of the students who broke his silence. Their fight continues, reminding us how institutions must be held accountable and that silence can be as damaging as the crimes it conceals. We must shame the irresponsible individuals and departments, such as Congressman Jim Jordan, the OSU administration, their campus police, and the Columbus Division of Police, who should as well have acted but did not, as the dumb bozos they are. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Strawberry Ink. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay informed, and never be afraid to speak truth to power. Have a good rest of your day.